Right, been a few weeks. Apologies for not updating the video. Not much to report. Today's really stormy weather, and we're due to have winds up to about 48, 49 mile per hour apparently. So gardener's going to take a battering. It's quite stormy and blustery at the moment, but the winds aren't that strong yet. Not what they forecast. As usual, just sort of finishing off my cleaning routine. So all the cages have been cleaned out. They've all got fresh seed, fresh grit, fresh card on the cage floors, and gonna wash the floor in a minute. And then today is also a changeover day where all the food pots, to get all clean food pots and fresh new drinkers, and then I wash. I've got enough so that I can swap them all out, give them brand new ones, and then wash the older ones. And then also, tomorrow they get all their perches will be replaced and scrubbed and cleaned. Just general cleanliness and upkeep that you have to keep on top of. If you don't, then you'll get problems. As I always say, get the basics right and the rest will hopefully be trouble free. It'll certainly help anyway. But yeah, I haven't put any birds in show cages today. I'll have a look at a few more next week for you. I've just about sorted out the ones I'm going to sell on. So I'm going to move all them during the week in different cages. So, and then I'll show you the ones I'm definitely keeping, and then the ones I'm moving on. New bird wise, I will be getting a few new birds over the coming weeks, and so obviously we'll have a look at them and what I've managed to sort out. Hopefully, might be a few surprises, might not. The blue here's got something wrong with his eye. I think he's bashed it, or he's rubbed it, and you can't see it. He seems okay otherwise, but got to keep an eye on him. But yeah, his eye's not looking too great. I think he's rubbed it against the bars or something, or he's banged it. Yeah, it's like my dogs, they're always bashing their eyes when we go out and stuff. But yeah, zebras are zebraing. They've just bathed, and always like the chestnut flanked. nice variety those. You know, I've got, as I managed to breed, I bred the black cheeks a few years ago. So the black cheeks in there are all on the ones I bred a few years ago. But I stopped breeding the zebras because you just end up with thousands of them. I do really like them. A lot of people don't like the cheap noise that they make all the time, endless rather than singing. But I don't mind them. But as I say, I'll keep them until they're no longer, because I like them, but I won't breed from them. One bird I always really did like when I was younger was the green singing finch, funny enough. That's one of my best Razas from the year. Tiny, good shape, good head, like you, looks fantastic in a show cage. The old cock bird coming through his molt, looking a bit better. He'll start singing his head off soon. He's looking well, actually. Come on. I mean, I will keep hold of him. He'll never leave the shed until he dies, but yeah, great canary, that one. Got a seed delivery coming from Hafes tomorrow, and I've got a bulk seed order, just a super canary mix, and these are tucking into millet. That put some millet spray in from, and I've got some. What I like giving them after the molt and through the winter is a bit of pinhead oatmeal, so I've got some of that coming. There you go. They love millet spray. I had 3 sprigs left, so I gave it to the 3 cages that have got most birds in. These are all going, these 3. Just not, just a bit too bulky, so I won't be breeding from them. Saying that, I'll have a look. They are all buffs, so this one closest, that's the only one I'd possibly entertain keeping, that buff. We'll see what proportion of yellows, yellow feathered, not colour, yellow feathered birds I've got to the buffs, and I might have to keep 1 buff. I've had that problem before. You sort your birds out, and then all you've got, they're all yellows, and you got you haven't got enough feather types to match to each other for breeding. Anyone who doesn't know, it's best to breed yellow to buff, and it's not a reference to colour, it's the feather type, with the yellow being I suppose you'd call a harder feather type, so the birds look tighter, and the buff is sort of a fluffier feather, and you breed them together and you get a good feather type. If you breed buff to buff or yellow to yellow, you get really hard feathers, and feather quality just goes downhill. But you can look it up, and the breeding. You'll hear some people saying, "I'll breed yellow to yellow so you get a smaller bird," but I don't, because you end up with you always end up with I think the feather quality suffers down the line, so it's best if you can to keep. And of course the other way as well, people will breed buff to buff. I think they did that a lot in Norwich canaries at some point to make them larger, and then they ended up with, because the feathers are softer, you end up with problems with feather cysts. Yeah, looking good. We had real hard frost during the week, and it's funny. You come in the shed and it was -4 outside, real hard frost, and look at the drinkers, and they're all fine apart from 2. And I never worked out why that is. There was one down there was frozen, and then one up here. So they're not even next to each other. So it's just random. You'd think they'd all be frozen rather than just 1 or 2. But yeah. I'm going to separate these 2 up. I'll be keeping both of them. They're both keepers without a doubt. Both really good birds. I was going to pop them in a showcase just now, a bit of training to show you, but I thought as I just cleaned them all out and they're all tucking into their grit and stuff, I thought I'd leave them. And I'm hoping to get some nice. I want a pair or 2 of completely clear Razas for next year. As you know, I'm not a fan of a lot of the, like the Jaspers, etc., that people go mad about seemingly these days. But I would like to work on a nice clear line now. Anyway, little update, nothing great I'm afraid, but anyone who's been watching for a while now knows that that's what you get. Here's my white variegated. I really like his little cap on the top of his head. That one next to him, it's been singing its head off. The one on the back there, the blue variegated, yeah, singing all the time in the morning, that one. There's the other white variegated. Yeah, a few of the posters, decorating the walls. He'll start singing again. He was a star of every video, this one. Normally starts singing as soon as I start, get to the end of the video. Right, on that note, no one's going to sing. Yeah, I won't leave it as long next time, so I'll have another, hopefully more interesting video for you during the week. Oh, I was going to say, yeah mate, my dog's waiting outside. I'll tell you what, I know I've shown this before, but this stuff is really nice. Just a quick little spray around the bird room, just really freshens it up. Quico Air Fresh eucalyptus extract. Yeah, really nice. Freshens the bird room up, so really nice. Bit of a change anyway. Oh yeah. Bit of singing up there. Right, I'm going to finish cleaning up. Hope all your birds are okay, and I'll check in with you again in a week or two. Cheers, thanks so much.